Here we go. Let me... All right. So, some of you have already played with me before, and so you know who I am. Others have not. Hello, I am Arcadum, and I will be your dungeon master. Which essentially
Hi,
means...
Arcadum.
Hello. Which essentially means I will run the game. So, to get things started, claps hands together. We are going to go over all the different bits and pieces that you will need to know in order to actually play the game. I will explain the setting that you will be playing in, which is a new continent this time around. I will be explaining basically everything that you need to know and the programs that we use. The objective is that by the end of this session 0, you will have an idea of the character that you want to play, perhaps even have it built, and that you will have all the programs and stuff installed that you need to actually play. The biggest priority, however, is to get people to think of characters they want to play and to get you to get a campaign selected, and most importantly, a time set. Because without scheduling, none of this happens. So, let us begin. Let me.
Shall we have your stream open, or is it how will we see things?
Yeah, I'll throw it. I'll also you can throw it up on. I'll throw it up on stream, but I'm gonna be giving you lots of links and stuff, so
Okay.
no worries there. All right, let me bring open some of this stuff. So we should probably just talk about when you guys are available to actually play, so that way we can make sure that we have the time slotted correctly. To be clear, I have all of my prologue groups spoken for, and they are about approximately 10 sessions long in campaign length. We are currently on episode 3 of that rotation, so the earliest that you guys will be able to play is 7 weeks from now, which is essentially, I believe, June. Yeah, it's June. So somewhere in there. So that's when chapter 1 starts, and that's the earliest time I can slot you guys in. If you look on my stream, and you can also click on this for your own perusal, this is my my D&D list, and if you click on the tab that's to be filled, this is a list of all the different games that I need to get filled in for basically the next year and a half of play.
Oh my God.
This is wild.
So,
Crazy.
so the first thing that we should probably discuss is the elephant in the room, and that is...
Can I play an elephant?
You mean a loxodon?
If that's what they're called.
You mean an elephant person?
Yes.
Oh, they don't exist. But
Oh.
I could probably make it. I could probably swing it if you really want it that
Oh,
badly.
no. Don't force yourself. It's okay. I was just wondering.
Okay. There are plenty of races to choose from. There's lots of different things.
Okay.
And also you missed this part, but this time around, the game's taking place in my eastern continent, and since I had a lot more resources in preparing it this time around, I have concept art of like all the races that are available to play, and like all the clans and like all kinds of options. So you'll have plenty. You'll have a whole like thing to play around in for character creation. Okay, so all right. So anyway, scheduling wise, the earliest that we could play is June. Right now, I have 2 other games that are spoken for during that time, and I believe they are June 9th. June 9th. So June 9th is... So that group's on Wednesday, and Co-Carnage's group is... Hold on. Making sure I got it all together.
Okay.
That is June 7th, so Mondays. So Mondays and Wednesdays are spoken for through the June rotation, but I can do any other day around that time because those games will have ended. So, what day works best for you guys?
What would the time slot be?
Your choice. I will have myself open. The only times I absolutely cannot do anything is Friday from 8 to midnight, because that's Kalos Rowan will probably still be going during that time, hopefully. It might actually be near its end by that time, but best to plan for that. And nothing before 3 p.m. on Sunday, because that's when I do all my meetings.
Just not, I think, Tuesdays for me.
No Tuesdays, okay.
And I'm pretty flexible.
So wait, does that mean Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday are out for us?
Well, for me, Wednesday and Monday, only the time slot that they're in is taken up. And that time slot is, let's see here. Ink and Blood on Mondays starts at noon and it'll go to about 3, so anything past 4 o'clock onward on Mondays is fine. And you'll share the same day as Co-Carnage's group. The other one is the GTA 5 group, and they start at 6 p.m. CST on Wednesdays in June. So anything like before or after 6 through 9.
Oh wait, is Wednesday? What about Wednesday noon?
Wednesday
What?
noon?
That works for me.
Lily, are you saying noon PST?
Yes, PST.
So 2 p.m. CST for
so
me.
like a roughly around there, yeah.
I can do that.
I can
Do that.
How do we feel about Saturdays, though?
I'm also okay with Saturday.
Saturdays scare me a little.
Wednesday it is.
Okay, Wednesday. You said at 2 p.m. CST, noon PST?
What about? Wait, yeah, yes.
Yes?
That's
Okay.
good.
Wait,
'cause
wait.
then we'll wake
Your
up
other
a little early.
campaign was 6 p.m. CST?
I believe so, yes.
So it's 4 here, right?
Yeah, you're 2 hours before me. You're 2 hours in the past.
So could we start at 1 as well?
1 your time or my time?
Our time.
Your
is that
time?
Okay.
Yep, so that's 3 p.m. CST. I can swing that.
Is that okay with everyone? 1 p.m. on Wednesdays?
That works for me.
Hold on, actually. Jeez. Because that means if I do 3 p.m. CST, 2.5 hours of play to 3, I won't have any prep time between that and 6.
Never mind. 12 p.m.
Yeah.
PST?
Yeah, we can do 12 just so there's like a 30-minute,
Yeah.
1 hour buffer for your Arcadum.
Yeah, because I'll need that time to prep for the next game after you guys.
Okay.
Excellent. And also to do like fan art and stuff. So let's see. So that's 2 p.m. CST. Boom, 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 bam. Feels good. Okay. Well, and then I will put us down for. Let's see here. Let me count this up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And will we pick a start date today as well?
Yeah. How about the 16th of June, which is
Sick.
Wednesday.
Yeah, works for me.
June 16th.
And then it will be every Wednesday, 12 p.m. for how long?
Now we're going to talk about that because that's depending on what campaign you choose.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, noon p.m. PST, 2 p.m. PST. Oh, I should put the TV for now until we choose a campaign. Okay, so now that we've got the time down, claps hands, rubs. There are several choices of campaigns that you could choose from to play. I have 2 that are minor campaigns, which last for 10 sessions. And then there is another choice. If it would interest you. And I should mention it to you because I offer it to everyone so far. The way I'm doing my storytelling this time around is there's going to be 2 center storylines which will act as the trunk, and all the other campaigns are branching campaigns off from those 2 main storylines. The 2 main storylines will take place across the continent of Glaeus, which I'll explain that in a moment later. However, the main storylines are a huge time commitment. They are approximately 85 sessions. All right. So if you sign up to play that, you will be playing with me for a year and a half.
Oh my god.
I will tell you that I will have a full course meal of adventure ready for you. You will go from level 1 to possibly 17. I haven't really calculated what level you'll be at the end. It's definitely probably going to be at least 14, though. But that's the idea.
I mean, like, I'm pretty good at commitment. I don't know about that.
Well.
A year and a half. Holy-
It's a
Wait,
lot to
every
take
week?
on. Every week. Yep. 85 sessions is 85
Wow.
weeks.
I'm pretty good at
I mean,
commitment.
I
I'm
won't
just,
say I won't be the one that says no. You know?
Just it's better that you're just honest if you can do it or not. Because it's a major time commitment. I will tell you that I think you'll have a lot of fun because I've put a lot into it, but it is a major time commitment and I know how scary that can be.
Wait, so it's either 10 sessions or 85? There's
Yeah,
no-
those
in between.
well, there is one other one that's a 20 session long campaign, but it takes place in chapter 2. And that
Oh, so it'd be later.
That would start 2 months from June. July, August. So it's starting like end of August.
Ooh.
And are these would all be like weekly? So if we did the 85, that's 85 weeks.
85 weeks, once a week for 2.5 to 3 hours.
Oh
You
my
belong
God.
to me.
Well, okay. My doubt is that I have never played D&D, and so I would feel weird committing for a year and a half when I've never done it ever, and then I don't know what it's like. So what if I commit and then it's like
Just sign the contract.
I think
year
to
Uh.
be safe, I think the 10 is best,
Probably.
probably. But deep inside, I would like to do that eventually one day, Arcadum.
Well, tell you what.
So that's how I feel.
Tell you what. There is one appendum that I can offer to you. We don't know how you'll feel about the game, that's true. Although I have a pretty high success rate in getting people to love D&D. But let's say it's not for you. That's fine. The first 5 levels, or excuse me, the first 5 sessions of the main campaign is tumultuous, which means like there's lots of ins and outs. So if you don't like it, we can switch you out for someone else.
Ooh.
So if you don't like it,
I
I
mean, I
would.
can definitely commit to 10 weeks for sure. Like, even if I don't like it, I think I could 10 is
Mm-hmm.
fine. It's just the 85 that
Yeah.
scares me.
I think the safe thing is 10 for sure.
10? Okay.
Just because, like, yeah, we have some new people too, etc. But I'm just saying in the future, you know, I'm just year and sounds pretty fun. Year and a half.
That sounds like an adventure. Like,
It
when
does. I
you
mean,
finish
I'm
your
interested.
85th session, you're like, oh.
Oh,
like,
Brodin's
putting
down,
in
you
order.
say?
Brodin,
I'm assuming I'll like this.
Brodin will like it.
Well,
I know he
yeah.
will. But also Ryan isn't here, right?
That's
So
true.
True.
Ryan isn't here to.
to
We
be
signed him up for a
safe,
year and a half.
10 is probably the best choice.
Well, the thing is, we still have many weeks to actually get through it. So we could just not choose a campaign until, like, you guys have talked about it a little bit more, and I can introduce you to the world and kind of get you caught up on it. But for now, I will presume that you will choose one of the 10 session ones. I don't want you to feel pressure to take the 85 one, but it is an option. If you wish to
Can I
walk
do
the
the
hard
85 after 10?
well, well, the 85 session campaign will have already started by the time you guys start playing.
I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
so yeah. It starts at the same
You
time
all
as you
wanna
guys.
do 85? I'll do 85.
Oh no.
I think the smart thing is 10, just to be safe. Commitment's hard. Commitment's hard.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And also, Ryan isn't here. We
Yeah.
have to talk to him as well.
Yeah. Well, like I said, we could actually talk to Ryan. You guys could have a nice, big, long discussion about it. So for now, I will presume that you will take one of the 10 session ones, and there are many choices there as well. And we could always do more than one session 0. I had to do that already with another game. Like I said, there was 2 main campaigns, and the other one has been taken, and it was taken by the brand new VTuber group of people who have never played D&D before. So that's... Oh boy. That's what I'm talking about. Oh man. Alrighty then. So, now that we've got the time locked in, let's go ahead and talk the setting. Alright, let me scroll up here. Scrolling. I should really bookmark this map. Okay, here we go. In fact, let me bookmark that now, so I don't forget it this time. Okay, so I'm showing it on stream, but I'll also link it in here. This is the new continent that you will be adventuring on. It is called Glaeus. For those of you that have already played, Kalkatesh, the last continent, is a third of the size of this continent. This continent is 3 times the size of the last one. It is massive in land size. It is also loosely based off of the various Eastern cultures of our own real-life world. And it's essentially my version of a smattering of all those cultures mixed together onto this continent. And there are many, many different aspects to it. Because you'll be taking place of your adventure in Chapter 1, your adventure will take place, if you guys click all the way to the west to where it looks like a dragon's mouth.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah. You'll see the capital city of Alexandria. Right there.
See it.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is the port city that connects to the west. That will be an important one because that's where you're probably going to start. But your journey for Chapter 1 will lead you through the mountains around the Titan's Eye. And then you will pierce, depending on which of the campaigns you choose, either the northern or the southern provinces. You'll either take place around the city of Balok, or you'll take place to where the northern clans are. But this is kind of like your area of play, right around in here. If you take the 85 session one, you will literally go from one side of the continent all the way to the other side of the continent.
Do you not understand the forces you are attempting?
So, and that is the map. That was hand drawn. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it was hand drawn by my wife.
Wow.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
She's wild. Okay, let's see here. Let me load up all this. So there's lots of things to go over. There's new races. There's new classes. All kinds of good stuff. I believe that your campaign takes place as a native. Oh, actually, it's dependent. Okay. If you're choosing one of the 10-session campaigns, you're natives to Glaeus. And if you are taking the longer one, you can be from the west as well. So with the presumption that you'll be doing the 10-session one, I will give you access to this quick character creation guide, which we'll go over that in a moment. You will also need to load up this website again, as this has all the rules on it.
Whoa.
And I know it looks like a lot, but don't be intimidated. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be all right. All right, and now we have latest concept.
I want to be a jester.
Jester Bard.
You're already a clown in real life after all.
Why? Why? What'd I do?
Where did you see Jester? Is that under races?
That is a subclass of Bard.
Oh.
And it's one of the ones that I made. All right, so since we've got new players here, let me make sure you guys don't get overwhelmed. There are many different races, classes, and origins you get to choose from. In Glaeus, your origin is your clan. But before we get too far ahead, let's talk races. All right? A race in D&D is what you are. Human, elf, all that good stuff. These are the races that are native to Glaeus. If you click on the quick character creation guide for Glaeus and click on races, you'll see a list there. There are humans, which have 4 different variations. Elves, which have 3 different variations. The Yozai, which are... So the Yozai are half human, half yokai. Yokai being the spiritual, like the spirits wandering around the land and all of that. They're already represented pretty heavily in many different mythologies. But in Glaeus, a Yozai with a Z is the half human child of a yokai and a mortal parent. The Yozai is born as a human with no arms. And when they are conscious, they manifest spiritual arms as they're based off of their yokai parent. And I'll have concept art for them to show you what I mean. And they have like 8 different types. There is the Tern, which are bat people, which I'll have concept art for them. The Geckoi, which are gecko lizard people. And then the Hoask, which are yak people. They're like, think Tauren, but not quite that level of furry. Go back 2 scales. Yeah.
So we have to pick one of these.
Yep, you get to pick one of those races.
Are yozai the byproduct of happy relationships, or are they typically?
Well, it's by whatever can happen to make a child born.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just checking. Spirits and humans often.
Yeah.
Is the geckoi a gecko?
It is, and I have concept art for it as well.
What about a hoask?
I have concept art of all of it. Here, I'll go ahead and give you guys some views on this. How about that? If you look on stream, I'll start going through them. So we'll start with the geckoi, which are gecko people. And they look like this.
Ooh.
They have male and female dimorphism, but they don't have outward-facing genitals. Males have spines, and females have feathers. That's the 2 things you can tell for them. Their tails are also the entire length of their body as well, and their tails are also prehensile.
Okay.
Here's some more examples of what they look like.
Could you please define prehensile?
It means that they can use it like a hand. They can grab things with it.
Got it.
And that's what the geckoi look like. They're pretty poggers. Next.
Fly.
Actually, I'm glad you mentioned flying. So, in Glaeus, there is something called the Skyway, because the winds in Glaeus are such an important part and aspect of the continent. The winds are so strong and reliable and consistent that the peoples of Glaeus did not develop horseback riding and things like that to get around. They developed kites. So, when you travel in Glaeus and you travel long distances, you travel with kite. Think Avatar The Last Airbender. You put a kite to your back and you literally fly on the winds.
So everyone can fly as long as there's a kite.
As long as they have a kite, yep. It does take training, but it's training everybody pretty much has access to.
Okay.
Nice.
So there you go. All right, so that's the geckoi. Next we have is the hoask, which look like this.
Whoa.
The important thing to note is that the hoask are more humanoid than they are animalistic, but their horns are separated based off of their gender. So to be clear, where's that side by side? Where's that side by side? Am I blind and I just don't see it? It's not in here anymore. Oh, here we go. All right, so males are a little bit shorter than their female counterparts, and they have horizontal horns. Females are taller than their male counterparts, and they have vertical horns, but males are wider in the shoulder. So that's kind of their difference in each other. And that's what the hoask look like.
What are the horns made of?
Bone.
Oh,
They're-
it's just.
Yeah,
Can
they're
we be creative with them? Can I have pink horns
absolutely.
with hearts on them?
Sure.
Cool.
I mean,
just wondering.
the hoask can. Here's as an example. The hoask oftentimes decorate their horns either by dyeing them,
Whoa.
or they'll or like female hoasks make tapestries on their horns for festivals and things like that.
I see. Okay.
And all
Lily
kinds
would
of cool
totally
stuff.
make a tapestry on her horns.
Can I make them look like an ice cream cone? Then have poofy hair, so my entire head looks like an upside down ice cream cone.
That's cool. I don't mind.
Like 2 ice cream.
Like you spilled your ice cream.
Yeah, on top of my head.
Whoa.
That's crazy. So do each of us have to pick a different one, or can there be like 3 hoasks and 2 of the lizard?
You can pick different ones, and you can pick the same. It's up to you completely. It's
Sorry,
about
did you-
what-
Sorry, go on.
what's
Sorry,
up?
Sorry,
What's
sorry.
up, Lily?
No, I'm sorry. It was completely unrelated. I'm sorry.
It's basically you get to pick the race you want to play.
Let's do a subversion. Every campaign, people choose different classes and races. We should all pick the same race and the same class.
But
Whoa.
explain the Whitewood, Greenwood, Reedwood elves.
Oh yes, so there's 3 different types of elves, depending on what region they're from. The elves of the elves of Glaeus actually have nature infused into their body, like they have bark on their skin and stuff like that. The Whitewood elves are from the north, and they look like this.
That looks too complicated to draw. Okay, can I see the other one?
Yeah. The next one is the Greenwood elves, which have vine. Oh god, some of these I forgot about, but they have like vines and more leaves in their hair and stuff like that.
Can I
Can I see that middle one?
Can I see the third picture again?
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Yeah, some of these.
Yeah,
They're melons.
Melon.
Oh.
Yeah,
This one
she's
looks
fucking.
fucking
She's
awesome.
just holding melon.
Oh shit.
No,
That
those
looks sick.
those are her.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are they literal melons
Yeah.
on her? They're growing.
Yes, they are.
Whoa.
I used to have a mechanic where they would sell their heart fruit, which they would detach their melons from their bodies and sell them. But I stopped doing that because I'm not an idiot. So, and then we have the Reedwood elves, which are the river folk, basically elves, and they have bamboo shoots and those types of leaves in their hair and stuff. This guy's awesome. I
I
really.
like Hoask so far.
Yeah. Cool.
And Shadow of the Pars.
Ho-assed.
Oh, ass.
Only 'cause I want to upside down ice cream cones.
So these ones are are this the green one you just showed? Is that the same as the one with the melons? Same type?
No, they're different subtypes of elves.
Did you like the melons, Leslie?
I kind of like the melons.
You like the melons? Let me hear Ada Ada.
What is that?
It's the anime, the Ada Ada.
Ada ada.
Yeah, but you gotta say it like ara ara.
Yeah, you have to say it super
Ada
sultry.
ada. I'm uncomfortable.
Okay. I'm just glad everybody's having a good time.
Sorry, the melons.
No, it's
I
okay.
like melons.
It's okay. It's fine. Next is the Terran, which are the bat people, and they are awesome. So this is what they look like. Ooh.
So I take it they can fly without kites, right?
That is correct.
Oh
Wait.
god, that's fleshy.
Yeah, is that fleshy wings?
Yeah.
Kind of scary.
Yeah, their wings are attached to their forearms.
Oh God.
Oh.
Okay. How are they?
I'll
are
be
they, like,
honest,
what's the
Arc
material?
Master.
Like, is it
My
like
comment about
flesh, like
15
stretchy
key sub goal
flesh?
was a joke, but I'm now proud.
Is it like warm? Does it grow hair? Does it sweat? Does it have pores?
Does what? The wings?
Yeah.
Yeah, the membranes between
Ooh.
the.
Yeah. Here's some anatomy for you.
Oh, it reminds me of that one chick from Sonic the Hedgehog.
Rouge the Bat.
Yeah, her.
This is a really good one. I like this one a lot.
A lot of yeah.
Yeah, they're. Yeah, I know.
No. What? No, I don't know. What?
One guy really liked them and just kept drawing them. There's so much of them.
Well.
Bat people. It can be Batman.
Yep, that's already been. There's literally a game where somebody is playing a Terran samurai who's like everybody calls Batman, and there's literally a Gekoi painted and dressed like the Joker named the Goker. And that's already happening. There's a goblin who's basically the Penguin. I'm dealing with a lot. Okay, I'm dealing with a lot.
Yeah, that's kind of funny, Goker.
That's Donkey's character. Jesus. But yeah, these are the Terran.
Okay, cool.
All right, let's see here.
Can I see some Yozai, please?
Oh yes, sir. Here's some Yozai.
Oh, the arms. This is the spiritual one, right?
Yeah, these are the people with the spiritual arms.
Can the spiritual arms look like anything?
They look like their yokai parent, but essentially, yes. They can be anything from, like, umbrellas to flaming wheels with faces on them, like shit like that.
Oh, can they... Oh.
Don't say it. Please
No,
don't say it. Okay, I'm sorry. I just had a flashback.
Oh no.
There was a time when somebody was going to make Kick Puncher, which is a guy who had feet hands.
Oh, I thought it was going somewhere else.
No, it's Kick Puncher was.
I have 2 questions.
Yes, sir.
First question, if you have strong mental fortitude, are you able to morph or change your arms and their appearance?
Absolutely. You have a minute control over your arms from birth, and then as you gain in levels and as you commune with your yokai heritage, you can increase the potency of your arms. You can even find new and extravagant uses for them and stuff like that.
So there's a world where potentially I could have multi-tentacle arms where...
There is.
Okay, all right.
Man, this one's awesome. I like this one a lot.
Hmm.
Oh, it's spooky.
I still like Hoask the best.
I really like that one. But yeah.
Can I have flowers growing out of my arms?
Yeah, you could have flowery arms, all kinds of stuff.
Flower hands?
Yep, you could have flower
And
hands.
all these races are in addition to the ones originally available, right?
Yes. Yes, they are. These are the native races, so there'll be certain advantages you'll have, like, story-wise. But if you want to be a Western race, you can. But you must be a native to Glass, which means you were born on this continent.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's a whole bunch of other races?
There is a lot. I just wanted to show you these because these have, like, concept art examples, and they're new, and I made them, and I like them.
Alright.
But there's a lot of other things to choose from.
I won't be flower hands.
No, you're playing a Kenku. We agreed on that.
No, we didn't. No.
Lily will be a Kenku for the
What's a
new
Kenku?
camp.
What? No, he wants me to be a deaf Kenku or something like that.
Oh, Kenku, not Cancun.
Wait,
Yeah,
what's a Kenku?
Kenku?
A Kenku is a bird person who mimics sounds and other people's voices to speak. They themselves, however, cannot use original sound.
And he wants me to be a deaf one. How does that work? You fuck.
That
You
would
do
be
sign language. Jesus.
that would be, man, that would be so awful.
Never talk. Is that what you want?
Just have your cam on and do some sign language.
Oh my god.
All right, so here are the different humans. So the northern humans. Oh, I forgot there wasn't actually much concept of this, but so the concepts of the humans are they're humans. They look like you and me and everyone else, but the northern humans are based loosely off of like Mongolian cultures and stuff like that. Southern cultures are like Thai, Eastern cultures are like China and Korea and Japan, and the Western culture of humans is like Polynesian, like Hawaiian and stuff like that. That's kind of how they look and how some abilities that I gave them based off of those cultures. But those are the Glean humans. There are also regular humans from the West that you can be, which have all the standard rules in them. So
Flower hand sounds more interesting.
okay,
Yeah, I don't know if I want to be.
Has anyone picked a human in any of the campaigns?
yeah.
Is there a something that people haven't picked yet?
I don't think I've had a Glean elf yet.
Like all three of them? All three kinds?
None of them, at least I don't think so.
Ooh.
Oh wait, never mind.
Okay, can I-
Fruit is. Never mind. I got one. I got
Which
one.
one?
elf.
Which one is she?
She was Whitewood, I believe.
Was that the melon one?
No, that was not the melon one. That was the
Okay,
first
which one
one.
was the melon one?
The melon one is the green wood one.
Can I see the green
Yes.
wood elves again?
Yes, I can show you.
No, no,
Specifically, the one with the melons.
no. I just want to see them.
Please.
So they have, like-
No, the melon
Lettuce
one.
on their head?
The melon one.
Lettuce?
Well,
Ara.
their thing is that see each of the different different elves have nature growing on them. The white.
I can have flowers growing on me.
That's correct.
I'm a greenwood elf.
Okay.
Alright, I'll also be a greenwood elf.
I want giant boobies.
Okay.
I have back problems.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So we can have vegetables growing on us.
Can we eat our vegetables?
Oh, I see where you're going, Toast.
where
I
you're
see where you're going.
Okay. Well,
my.
to be clear, to answer your question, you could, but it'd be like eating your nails in real life.
Okay, people do that all the time anyway.
Yes, as a nervous habit, but not for consumption
I'm
purposes.
so nervous I eat my own vegetables.
Okay.
God.
If that's what you want, sure.
Wait, so so these things, vegetation plants that grow on you, is it any part of your body or like how does... Wait.
I mean,
just
yeah.
heard- So
Let's just skip straight to the question. Can we have an eggplant penis?
Sure. That's
Wait,
what you
so
really want.
that melon art, so she's actually growing melons from her boobs?
Yes.
Holy shit! So what happens? Sorry, help me out here. Hypothetically, if you sliced off a bit of the melon, right, to eat, what
Oh.
happens? Does it regrow?
Yes, but it would cause a horrendous amount of pain.
Oh, she feels
Oh,
it.
she
Yeah,
feels
they're
it.
not. As I said, I abandoned the process that they are detachable and they're like fruit
Ah.
because I wanted to avoid the because I knew exactly where people would go. So, but yes, essentially that is the concept, is that you have nature growing on your body. It's a part of you rather than.
So it can be any nature then, like any plant, any flowers.
Well,
vegetation.
it should be regional to the north, the heavy forests and the rivers, but essentially, yeah. I'm pretty
Oh.
lenient on it. So if you
Oh
wanted
man, yeah, it's just a lot of options, you know, like a lot of choices.
to, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
okay.
Cool.
I got a question. In the continent of Glaeus, how common are yozai? Like, do they stand out, or are they pretty common walking around and stuff?
They are not that common, but they stand out regardless because of their arms. They're not. I would not call them exceedingly rare, but they are rare enough that people will remember seeing a yokai passing through town, or a yozai passing through town.
And do people just like hang out with yokai, the spirit ones?
Okay, so the yokai are as common in the world as wild animals are in ours. A bird in the tree, fish in the water, that kind of thing. That's how active the yokai are in this world. So if you're walking along a river, you might see a kappa pop out and like ask you if you want to buy some fish, and then you'll ignore them because kappas are dumb and you don't like kappas. You know what I mean? You know, stuff like that. Like you'll walk into them and encounter them, and they're a natural part of the world. And in fact, many different cultural aspects of the world exist under the understanding that these how can I explain this? They are a part of the essence of the world, like how their culture is developed. Like for example, when samurai commit seppuku for being dishonored, for like to seek an honorable death, for example, like a classic cultural thing, right? In real life. Well, in Glaeus, a samurai will seek to do the same thing, but first they will beseech a yokai and ask them to guide them to the spirit realm. And a yokai will stand by their side and then guide their spirit to the other side when the deed is done. That's how integral the yokai are as a part of the world. They're both the replacement for gods, like they're the spirits that these people worship. They're a natural part of the world, all in the same token. So,
What's the most common, like, like what is walking around everywhere? Humans?
most common, probably humans. Yep.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm really diving into this yozai rabbit hole. Do the yokai and the humans give birth to yozai, or only humans give birth to yozai?
Only the coupling of a yokai and a human produces a yozai. If a yozai and a human or another race have a coupling, it's a half and half chance. But no matter what, every time a yozai is born, it is always the same makeup. It's a human with no arms. And there's
But like you're born by a human female, correct?
Oh no, it could be an elven female, a whole ass female, doesn't matter. But it doesn't matter what your mortal parent is, you are always a human with no arms.
Got it.
And the reason for that is because the first yozai, the first yokai couple, like yokai human couple, basically it used to be many years ago in Glaeus' past, the yokai king forbid the romances between the spirits in the mortal realm. And one woman like fought tooth and nail. She has like this whole story. And in fact, I had Pealeaf write a song about her in Mandarin, describing her journey to earn the yokai king's respect so that she could marry the yokai that she loved. And their child was a human with no arms that had spiritual arms manifest. And to honor her, because she was mortal and would die, the yokai king from that point edicted that all future yozai would be her children, at least in spiritual sense. So they're all born that way.
Oh.
Okay.
Clap. Sorry, it's a lot of lore there.
Flower hands. Ice cream head?
What are some of the other races that aren't, or that are from the Western?
The West. Well, if you click on this is the creation guide for everyone from the West. And if you click on the races there's a whole shit ton of them.
Oh. So we can pick these too?
Yep, you can choose to be them as well. I do not have as much concept art on them, though, so it'll be more imagination. But I'll describe any of them that interest you to as much degree as you like. I'll be right back. I have to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
All right, we can discuss amongst ourselves.
Guys, we can all be flower hands.
Ignore
Oh.
Lily.
Oh.
Anyone else want to be flower hands?
Wait, flower hands would be.
Imagine we're all
No.
a different flower.
Well.
No.
Would be
thanks.
like flower magical girls. Isn't that cute as heck?
No.
I'm trying to
Big
have like 12
boobies.
tentacle arms.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, that'll go good with the flower
Okay,
girls.
okay. One
It's a good
tentacle
dynamic.
man and 4 big
Flower-
flower girls.
One tentacle for each of us.
Go be like the flower.
Look, this is an Eastern continent. How stereotypical can we make our voice?
Stop!
What? I'm Asian. I can make those impressions.
Stop!
No.
Look, there's this popular food YouTuber, and he uses a Chinese accent, and he speaks perfect English, and everyone loves that shit. All right. Okay, well, now I don't want to do it.
No, that's yours.
I mean, you're Chinese.
You're Chinese, so I guess it's okay.
I always found that, like in voice acting, sometimes they'll ask you to do an accent, right? But
Yeah,
when I
let's
do
hear
it,
it.
I feel very bad.
You feel like you betrayed your entire race.
I just feel bad. Like, I know it's just voice acting, but still.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome.
We decided to be 1 tentacle man and 4 flower girls.
Woo! Flower girl.
Just kidding. That was a
Oh,
joke.
okay. Oh, okay.
That was a joke. But how cool would it be if we were all big booby flower
Oh my god.
Like
girls,
the
right?
melons.
We'd be the flower rangers.
Lily, you need to play the whole ask.
Why?
Cause you've done Elf Girl, Elf Girl so many times,
Yeah,
alright?
I
This is
love-
the closest thing to an elephant we're gonna get.
You know what? If I can make my horns look like upside down ice cream cones, I'm done. Wait, can I have pink hair? Can
no,
I dye
you,
my
you,
hair?
no.
Yeah.
you're
No
itchy
pink
this
hair?
time.
I'm
You're
okay with
itchy.
that. I'm okay with that.
He says he's okay with it.
No, you're edgy this time, Lily.
I want edgy, but can I still have the upside down ice cream cone hair? And I can
Is
be
ice
edgy,
cream
right?
cone edgy?
Yes, actually.
Oh man,
Where are the bards?
what'd you say?
There's no bards in the west or the east. I don't see it on here.
Oh, Bard's a class.
That's a class, not a race.
Oh, is that different than
Yeah, that's
race
different.
here?
Yeah.
Oh, so
Right now we're choosing what you are. A bard would be what you do.
Oh, got it.
Do you have any concept art of the Yozai when they're like sleeping and their arms are not active?
Let me ask the Discord.
Oh, is this just like a training dummy?
Well, basically, you're a person with no arms. That's what they look like. But
Like, do you like not have shoulders either? You're just kind of like a
yeah,
Uh.
yeah, you're a torso with legs and a head.
Are there any trees? Can I be a tree?
I mean, the elves are kind of tree-ish.
Did like you mean an actual tree?
Well,
She
I
wants
think
to be
can move.
Ant from Lord of the Rings.
That's kind of what I'm visualizing.
Oh, I envision Groot.
Oh, Groot's cool too, but definitely want to be able to move. Like I don't want to be left behind just because I'm a tree. But
Oh,
Maybe well, tree.
let me see here. You could be an Earth Ganassi, and then you could just be a tree.
the Earth Ganassi can move, right?
Yeah.
No.
It just stays.
Yeah, bye, Leslie. We'll tell you about it when we get back.
Wait for me!
Um,
But yes, an Earth Ganassi can be a tree person and can move.
So is that a class?
That
or
is a race.
Oh, right.
If you look in the Western races, you'll look for plane touched, and then scroll down to where it says Earth Ganassi.
Oh.
Oh, they can burrow into the ground?
Yep.
Ooh. Okay.
Alright, Arcadum, if I was min-maxing, what's the best race?
Well, for what? Like,
For winning. For winning D&D.
For winning the one you want to play the whole time. I do have a bunch of subclasses I made though, like Siege Wizard. That's a very toast class. I think you'd like that.
That's true. I've never played the spellcaster before.
You'd like Siege Wizard because first of all that was Shroud chose that class because he really liked it. But Siege Wizard is a wizard that is trained in the use of artillery. And they have the ability to manipulate ballista and catapults and stuff like that. But the coolest thing about them is that they can actually use the spell catapult or not the spell catapult, but they have telekinesis. They can lift ammunition and fire it, and they can fire off lots of ammunition. They're like kind of like a shotgun, and they get increased AC if they don't move, which is kind of cool.
Can anything turn invisible?
Oh, there's lots of ways you can do that.
Okay.
Yeah. Right now, I want to keep us on races so the new players can not be left behind. But
There's a lot. Do you prefer we pick the Eastern races?
oh no, you can pick any of the races of the West or East.
So you said people hate kappas?
They don't hate them. It's just like I was just giving an example. Like if you don't like dogs, you're like, I don't want that dog. You walk past it. Well, if you don't like cabs, you walk past it. But you see them walking around. That's what I meant by that.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not like the whole country hates kappas, though.
No.
Yeah, that's a cap.
stop it. Stop. You're not. Stop it. Alright. I can be a whole ask. I really want pink hair though.
You can have pink hair. It's okay.
Yeah, you can dye your hair pink. I'm sure they have hair dyes.
Yeah.
Ooh. No,
There's
no, no.
something-
That should be edgy.
There's something you should know
Yes.
Oh.
before you play the Hoask.
Ho ask. Go on, sorry.
Oh man, the Hoask have some different cultural things you should be aware of. Like they you know, their culture is based around farming and land manipulation and stuff like that. They're a very peaceful society. They're actually not a lot of them are warriors or very violent, but many of them have participated in conflict as well because of their peaceful nature. Is oftentimes mistaken for weakness, which is a bad thing. They cap their horns to represent, you know, important events in their lives, like silver might be in protest of a crime or law that they don't agree with. A bronze cap is for those warriors that lost their horns in combat, and they're kind of celebrated. And then a jade cap can be put on their horn if they lose a significant other, for example. And this is a very important thing in their society. Hoasks do not lie.
Oh, that's easy. I don't lie in
No.
real life.
Yeah. Well.
You just did it.
Here,
No, I didn't.
Here's the thing. It's not that they are incapable of lying. It's that lying is a cardinal sin in Hoask culture.
So if you were a really evil Hoask, you'd lie.
Yeah.
The
And-
evilest thing someone can do.
And you would most likely be exiled from your home because
Oh
of it.
gosh.
Because
I don't want to be exiled.
well, that's the thing about Hoask liars are exiled.
Oh, then where do
Oh.
they belong after? Just wanderers?
They become wanderers.
They
Yeah.
hang out with each other.
You know, that's kind of edgy. I can be an edgy lying Hoask.
We could be rejects.
You
Hoasks.
lying Hoask.
I know I should have named him something else, but I kept telling myself.
No,
It's a
no.
good name. It sounds
It's
cool.
it's a good name. It's a great name.
Ha! Hoass! Ha ha! I'm laughing.
Okay. Oh god, I like that. I want to be an edgy lying Hoask. And my name is like what kind of any name is fine, right? Like they don't have like
You can be any name, but if you're a native to Glaeus, which all of you should be, there's a higher chance you'll probably have a more Eastern-sounding name.
Okay.
If you want. You don't have to.
Like Rebecca.
No, not like Rebecca. like
Sasuke.
like a Goker.
No?
If you want to be Sasuke.
What is a fire ganassi? What is it? Or air?
Okay,
or
so
water?
the Ganassi are like mortal people that have their bodies infused with the elements. So a fire Ganassi might have flaming hair. A water Ganassi might be covered in a thick film of moisture. A earth Ganassi might be a tree person. Or a person made entirely of stone. So on and so forth.
Got it. And are there giants?
Yep, there are giantkin. If you look where it says giantkin, which if you scroll up, there are 3 different types of giantkin: furbolgs, Goliaths, and minotaurs.
Oh. Which is a good race for a beginner? Are they all good?
Say again?
Which one would be good for a beginner?
Any
You
of them.
don't really everything's
Yeah,
pretty
yeah, yeah. I will teach you, and I'll show you the way. Make a character that you want to play. Make one that
Yay.
sounds cool.
Play a character that you would fall in love with.
Oh,
My Hoask is gonna have big boobs. Is that okay? That's okay, right?
That they do have mommy milkers,
You just said okay.
massive mommy milkers. Like I figured we just cut through the, just get yes.
mommy milkers.
You may have enormous mahunga dungas. my juga bagugas, my ooga ooga wooga doogas.
But the greenwood elves, you can grow vegetation on yourself. I really like that concept.
That's cool.
Can I grow potatoes on myself?
As a greenwood, yeah.
Can you grow whatever? Then when you're hungry, you can pull it off and eat it.
No, it hurts.
Oh right, it
remember?
hurts.
It hurts.
Okay, right.
But like, if I like don't wash my hair, instead of dandruff, little grains of rice come out.
Yeah.
Oh.
Stuff. Yeah, sure. That's actually a good way of looking at it, yeah.
Oh man.
God, that copy pasta's back. God damn it. I got this new Vampod. Basically, there's a scene. They're staring, except this girl, she's got big boobs. I mean, serious honkers. A real set of badonkers. Packing some Dabanka honkerinos. Some Dahubagatuka hankaruhalalus. Some Tahanga donga cougars. Transformed, she shows it with even bigger Bahanga donga hooga hoogas. Humongous humungalakapakapakapakap.
Can I grow strawberries on myself?
You sure can.
Jesus Christ!
I'm sorry.
You sure can.
I just want to know.
You can.
They're my favorite fruit. Can my butt be a peach?
Okay. Also fine.
Okay, well, I'm just wondering.
I'm answering. It's fine. Yes.
No, yeah, thank you. You've been very accommodating. I appreciate it.
You can be a.
You remind me of teachers who told me there are no stupid questions.
Only stupid students.
What are you saying, Brodin?
What's up? No, that's just that I'm finishing the phrase.
Give me an ada.
Don't do it.
Like, you want me to say it or?
Yeah, you.
Hara hara. I have a question.
Yes, sir.
It says shape water with increased volume for the Kappa Yozai. What does that mean?
That means that so there's a spell called Shape Water, which lets you like summon water, move it around, and stuff like that. Your ability to do that is increased exponentially.
Ooh, okay, so I'm really leaning towards the Kappa Yozai
So
right
think
now.
waterbender.
Yeah.
Brodin just wants people to type Kappa in chat. When
Yep.
He comes up.
Can the things that come out of our arms for the Yozai be more like living like dragon heads or just
Yeah,
like
it can be
something
all kinds of cool stuff.
that can fight for us?
It'll be mechanically the same as all the other ones, but
Okay.
yeah, for the most part.
How does it work mechanically again?
So each of the different Yozai, get access to a different ability. So, like for example, if you're a Kappa Yozai, you can shape water with an increased volume. If you're a Yamababa, you can use Toll the Dead, and it does more damage, and you can heal yourself. You basically steal life from people.
Oh.
If you are a Kintaro, a Golden Child Yozai, you can use a bonus action True Strike, which means you can give yourself advantage on attack rolls. Stuff like that.
Oh my god, that reminds me of have you seen Korra?
Yeah.
You know that girl with the water arms?
Yep. That's what people oftentimes
Ring
refer to them
Hua?
as. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh. Well, that sounds really cool too. But I really want, I can be made of fruit
You could.
and flowers. That sounds really cool too. Oh, I don't know. Well, something to think about.
Yamauba? Is that what it's pronounced?
Yambaoba. I believe.
Yamauba.
I believe so.
Could you go over the other three? The Rokurokubi, the
Yeah.
Yurei, and the Tsukumogabambi?
Yeah. I'll go over them. Hold on. Let me bring up the concept stuff for that, so I can give you more details on them. Let's see here. And then I want to look at this. Bring that up. Okay, so let me look at that. All right, so I'm going to start from the top and go to the bottom. The Obake are yokai that are shapeshifters. They are oftentimes mostly seen as animal spirits, but they can shift their forms into that of humans. And they can shift their forms into all kinds of different things, but their preferred shifting of forms are, animals or humans.
Wait, so they're like Mystique?
A little bit. Think more of like Shippo from Inuyasha, or what's his name?
Oh, I see.
I think that's his name. I don't know, it's been a while since I've seen it, but things like that. Or you could even say the actual kitsune from lore of Japan would do stuff like that.
Okay.
The next one is the Tengu. The Tengu are the guardian yokai. They oftentimes appear as tattoos or symbols in the air. They also have a somewhat avian appearance. Many of them will, like the Tengu is, you might find a Tengu tattooed on the back of a of a warrior to grant him protection and things like that.
It's like it could be a tattoo
Yes.
on someone.
Yeah. So well, it's not that you would be one, but the idea is that you would look like a tattoo, like your arms would look like they were inky or avian, stuff like that.
Oh, like you have tattoos?
Yeah. Or
Okay,
or base like imagine I guess like a calligraphic like drawing, right? That's what your arms would look like. Stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like Yakuza dudes.
Yeah, something like that. And then the Kappa are also known as the merchants. They're the most friendly in terms of how they interact with mortals, and they're also the merchants of the yokai world. And that's why, and they're also associated with travel and rivers and water and things like that. The Tsukumogami are based off of, so in Japanese lore, whenever an object has existed for 100 years in the same family, it becomes sentient and becomes a guardian spirit of that household.
Wait, that's sick.
Yeah, I've kind of taken that where the Tsukumogami is what basically you can have objects as your arms. So that's where like the umbrella arms come from. Stuff like that. And they are represented through the use of Mage Hand because they are they're telekinetic.
Does that mean that like someone had sex with like an umbrella spirit?
Yeah.
Wait,
Or like a
wait,
shelf?
Ooh.
Like you could
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
It spawns from like something existing for a long time, pretty much is what I'm
Yeah. An object that's been in existence and for 100 years or so, yeah.
So my arms can be like paper towels? I'm just
Well,
You probably use those.
there are certain types of Sakumagama or Sakumagi. Oh god, I can't say that fucking name.
But like my mom's a
Sakumogami.
human, my dad's a spoon. Like
Well,
Mums.
more or less, yeah. I mean, it'd be more important objects like a sword or something, things like that. And most yokai can actually take human form, so it's not like they're actually having sex with a shelf.
got it.
It'd be a person, but
yeah, okay.
No, stay in your shelf form.
okay.
Oh my god, Brodin.
Next is the Yamalba, which are they are the man, how do I describe them? They are like this, like they're like these monstrous battle yokai, like the blood cursed and like the madden crazed, stuff like that. They can also appear oftentimes as hags as well and things like that. So they're your more your darker kinds.
What do you mean religion proficiency?
That means that you have proficiency in the religion skill. That means you know things about different gods and religious dogmas and things like that.
Okay.
And then you have Kentaro, which is the yokai of light. You know, the golden child, the auspicious occasion. things like that. So this is really positive associated, like yokai of luck, yokai of good, of good feelings, of celebration, things like that. Then there is the Rokurokubi, which are I don't know if you've seen an anime, but the disembodied floating head. You've probably seen that a couple of times. Well, this is the yokai of madness, of specifically the edge of genius and madness is their whole thing. And they can do a lot of crazy stuff. Yeah. And then after that, you have the Yurei, which are ghosts, which are just ghosts of people that have died. This is the catch-all yokai. If it doesn't fall into any of the other categories, it falls into this category.
Wait, if I'm a ghost, how can I be attacked?
Well, your whole body isn't a ghost, Lily. Only your arms are.
Oh. Sorry, never mind.
Right.
And you can
And you
be
said
attacked with a magic weapon or a weapon made out of a specific type of material, such as jade.
Ah.
Ara.
The arms are always representative of your parent yokai, correct?
Your yokai parent, yes.
So like what would like the head one be?
Well, it could be anywhere from like your arms would look long and rotted and kind of like fleshy and spindly, or your hand could end with like a head in its palm. It's really up to you. Like you can make it look like what you want it to look like. Oh, you said you wanted to see what it might look like if you were sleeping as a yozai.
Yes.
Here you go. This happened in one of the games.
Oh.
Because one of them, his arms disappear when he falls asleep, and the other one's a changeling, which are always female, and she appears as a male. So when she falls asleep, she goes back to the changeling form. And this is the joke that they think the other one's really weird, and they're both weird. It's funny, but anyway, that's kind of how it works.
So I definitely want to be a yozai. I just haven't picked which one.
Okay, yozai it is. Locking you in.
Once we lock in, are we allowed to change?
Yeah.
No.
I'm just...
Before the official start date.
Before, as long as we change before that day, it's okay.
Yeah, as long as everything's set up before the official start date. Once you hit the board, so to speak, then yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay.
What
did... Oh, good.
Listen, go on.
Oh, no, you first.
No, go first.
No, I insist.
I insist you go.
Leslie, go first.
Fine. Turn. What's a turn again?
Bat people.
Bat. Oh, yeah. I don't think I want to be a turn.
Ironically, it's actually been an incredibly popular choice.
Yeah.
I've had a Terran in almost every single game.
I'm Batman.
But you haven't had any elves? The Greenwood elves?
I know, right?
If you want to be, you can just be the Greenwood elf.
No. You're gonna judge me if I pick a big booby elf, so I'm
I'm
not
gonna
going
judge
to do
you no matter what you do.
What
So why
can
not
I
do
do
something
that
you
you're
want?
not- But why judge me? I didn't even do anything. What can I play that will make you not judge me?
I'm gonna judge you no matter what you do. So just do what you want.
You're mean.
I know.
Can I have lilies growing on me?
Yeah?
Can I have a mix of flowers and fruit?
Yeah.
Like lilies and strawberries?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
What is a stout halfling?
A halfling is okay. So a halfling is like a smaller, like not think they almost
Like
look
a
like
hobbit,
they
right?
almost it's like a hobbit
Okay.
basically, like from from the Hobbit.
Right.
A stout hobbit is a hardy hobbit, like a farmer, and they're strong and tough.
Oh,
Fuslo Baggins?
that's kind of cute.
Slam Jam Baggins.
Could be a stout halfling.
You know what? I actually haven't had. Man, how many halflings have I? I think I have. Have I had one? Yeah, I think I had one, and it was Hash Brown. I think, which is Saikuno.
Oh, he was a halfling too.
He was a
Oh, Ludwig.
halfling
Ludwig's a
named Hash
halfling.
Brown.
That's right. Ludwig's a halfling. Yeah, I think I've only had two though. I keep thinking Ludwig's a gnome. I don't know why.
How many Hoasks have you had?
So far, I think I have. Is it just one? I think it's just one. So far that have hit the board like being played, only one I think. I've got other people talking about making them, like Snuffy and them, but oh no, Baith is a Minotaur. I'm pretty sure. Beef's a Minotaur. Yeah.
I'm leaning towards Hoask right now. You
Hoask.
can put me down as Hoask.
Hoask? All right. You
Yeah.
just made one of my artists very happy.
Oh?
There's each of the different new races I've introduced have one artist that just love them to death. And Hoask is loved by Luca, so I would not be surprised if she's awake that you will probably have fan art by the end of this.
I hope she likes drawing ice cream heads.
She already drew something. Oh my god. Okay. Let me go look. Jesus Christ.
Wait, could you describe Hoask like the physicality of them again? Like
Any
aside
specific
from the
part,
horn,
Lily?
like Brodin. I mean, like,
I'm just trying to help
Hey,
you narrow down
Lily.
your...
Might I introduce you to Luca's interpretation of your ice cream girl, Hoask?
oh my god!
Already.
Oh my god!
I
That's
told you.
actually
I-
so cute.
I told you, they're fast,
When-
man.
Wait, that's so fast.
They're so fucking fast.
Wow.
I'm also imagining this girl like just happily lying to everyone.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, she's. I want to be a
So
liar.
cute. You have to be her.
But yeah, there you go. Maybe that a hope.
I mean, like, are they specific height, weight?
Oh,
Build,
Hoasks are tall. Like,
All of them are tall.
All of them are tall, and
No
females
exception.
are taller than males. I mean, you could be a short Hoask woman, but a short Hoask woman is gonna be 6 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna be 6 feet.
Holy.
Like the average height of a female Hoask is like 7'2".
Oh my god, I'm gonna be ginormous, and I'm gonna lie, and I'm tall.
Everything you dreamed of.
I love that. What's a sprite and what's a changeling?
Ah, yes, excellent. So, a sprite is a slightly bigger Tinkerbell.
I love
Oh.
sprites.
Yep, that's what Lily played last time she played. There's also different types of sprites depending on what kind of wings they have. Their different wings give them different abilities and aspects. Like if you're a bird wing sprite, you can lift people up when you fly. If you're a dragonfly wing sprite, you're super fast. If you're an iron wing sprite, which you have beetle wings, then you can wield heavy. You can wear heavy armor and wield two-handed weapons.
Okay.
But yeah, that's the sprite. And changelings,
I'll be right back.
changelings are essentially they're an all-female race that are the product of a hag woman and a mortal man. And changelings have the ability to change their face to look like anybody. So as long as they have seen that person, they can change into that person. That means they can change what they look like, what they smell like, the voice, and with additional feats, they can make it nearly impenetrable of a disguise.
Got it. Okay.
So that's what changelings are.
For the Holask, what are their, like, the art you showed me, their ears look a little down. Is that for everyone?
Which one?
The one Luca drew, the ears were like a cow's.
Well, they're yak people, but I mean, I'm. If you want to change the ears a little bit, I'm okay with that. I'm not making a big deal about it.
You okay?
Yeah, I just hit my knee. Oh.
Like sorry, how do you pronounce it?
Triangle.
Changeling?
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 My bad, I'm sorry. Changeling
Yeah.
can transform into anything.
Any humanoid
anyone.
of appropriate size, yes.
So like, are elves considered that or no?
Yes.
Oh. What does it mean? Wait, hold on. My brain. So it's like if I'm a 5 feet changeling, I can only turn into a 5 feet something?
Your size can adjust, but you can't go bigger than medium. So there's a medium size category for game mechanics, and you can't go outside of that as a changeling.
So I couldn't transform into a Holask.
No, you could.
I could.
Yeah.
Changeling, you can do anything.
You can look like anything, but you will not have any of the abilities of a Hoask. You won't have the abilities. You don't gain any of the abilities that the races you look like are. You purely look like them. You look like that person, and you would have to specifically have seen that character in order to transform into them.
You're a fake.
I kind of like changeling too. It's like a chameleon.
It's very good. I've had many changelings.
What about tiefling? Tiefling?
Tiefling is a person who has. You remember how the Ganassi had like elements blood in them?
Yeah.
Tiefling has demon, devil, and daemon blood in them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Could be a demon.
Yeah, half demon. You want to see Ara?
Oh.
Yeah.
And what's the characteristics of a demon? What makes him or her a demon?
Well, tieflings have many different aspects. Like they can have horns, fire resistance, like fire doesn't harm them. They can have other things, like they can have hooved, like cloven feet. They could have vestigial wings, tails, things like that.
Got it.
Like imagine succubus. That's basically what they look like to some degree.
I am a succubus. Ooh. I like.
What about you, Toast? Haven't really heard you talk much. What do you want to do?
Normally, I just like to pick a type of character.
Yeah.
Like a stereotype, like Primus was like Gollum.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what to do this time.
Big booby elf girl.
Ooh.
Toast, can you be like a stuck-up prep school boy?
I have no experience being preppy or stuck up.
Oh, you have experience being stuck up.
Man. I wonder if there's any other fan art so far. There is a lot. Holy shit. Okay, that's going to be fun to go through.
Yeah, my dad was a Kintaro. I grew up on his yacht.
Oh, God. Oh, there's a version of the Yozai you talked about. Lily. The flower harems.
Wait, what?
Yeah, put it in.
Oh! Oh, that's really cool. So you would use those flowers to fight, right?
Well, it depends on your class, but yeah, essentially.
I can theoretically have like flower petals.
Yeah, I mean, you could be a samurai, and like every time you slash your weapon, flower petals are left behind.
Oh, that's so cool. That's so cute. But the idea of a 6 feet ice cream headed lying Holask seems more interesting to me. So I'm probably gonna go with that.
You got it. All right, I'm locking you in.
Tiefling, is it Tiefling or Tiefling?
It doesn't matter. Either one's
Okay.
fine.
Does it Tiefling have to be evil?
No,
Oh, okay.
they do not have to be evil. It's just that they come from they have evil blood in them, and some people might treat them differently because of it.
Oh.
But you don't have to. You yourself can be whomever you wish to be.
Can I be a Tiefling bard with a guitar that I play?
Yes, all those things are yes.
Ooh, I like that.
Can there be 2 bards in the party? That's
Yes,
fine, right?
There can, yes.
Wahoo!
Wahoo!
Tiefling. Oh, tiefling.
Yeah, put me down for Tiefling bard.
I'm gonna be a bard. All right, cool.
For
Cool,
now.
cool, cool, cool.
I
Tight,
have
tight,
to
tight.
learn
Did
all
you
the others.
did you want to be a jester bard still?
Let me think about that
Okay.
some more. I need to think.
Got a race for me, Toast?
What's the human Illithari that I see here?
So the Illithari are humans that were captured by the Illithids, the Mind Flayers. Which, do you know what those are?
Tentacle face.
Tentacle face, yes. But more importantly, tentacle face with incredible psionic power, and they're like a fascist, xenophobic, like slaving race, and they stole a group of humans many years ago and took them to the underworld where they served as slaves and chattel and cattle, basically. But in this enslavement, the humans that were prolonged exposed to the psionic whip, so to speak, of their evil Illithid masters, slowly began to rub off on them. So an Illithari human has latent psychic potential. And as you adventure and you go through perilous, adventures and are put into peril and all of that, there is a chance that psionic power can awaken, granting you all kinds of different abilities that you can unlock and explore. And that happens regardless of your class.
So they got big brains.
Yeah.
Just like you, Toast.
No, it's
Fuslie,
not.
I wasn't fishing for.
Oh,
compliment.
okay. Sorry.
But now that you mention it, I also do have a big brain.
Stop!
Alright, put me down as an Illithari.
That is the first Illithari human I've had. That's going to be fun.
So you're playing a smart human.
Ooh, role playing.
Oh, second, never mind.
Fantasies.
I keep forgetting Metallica was... Jesus Christ. I forgot she was Illithari. Jesus Christ.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, man.
It's okay. You have a lot of people and playing and
Yeah, you
lots
got
of
a lot going
characters too.
on.
Yes.
That character's name is Metallica,
Oh.
Like the band.
and she's a metal bard. It's pretty good. Or he's a metal bard. Oh, man. Anyway, there we go. Boom, 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 bam. And I'll have to get with Ryan. So we got races chosen. So let's talk about classes. So Fuslie has already leaned into Bard, which is a very good all-around class. Also, you guys will start at level 1, no matter what campaign you choose. So we'll start there.
Okay.
So if I wanted to be a kleptomaniac, what rate or what class would fit that?
A what now?
A kleptomaniac. Like I steal everything. I
You'd
can't
be a
help
rogue.
myself. Okay.
Rogues. I mean, you could be any class really, because that's like a, that's attached to skills. But if you wanted to be good at stealing, be a rogue. There's actually a thief subclass you can get later for rogue, which makes you even better at stealing.
Yeah, I'll be a rogue. I think my dad would be proud of that.
Rogue, you got it.
Can my body be pink?
You want pink fur?
Yeah.
Yes, you can have pink fur.
Okay. I'm sketching this out on my mouse.
It's good to have you back, Lily.
Aww.
What are colleges?
Those are your subclasses. You worry about that at level 3.
Okay, so for now,
For
this is
now,
all
you're
we
fine.
were-
You're fine.
race
Yep.
class?
For
Okay.
now, keeping it simple for you.
Okay.
Alright, so what are the new classes you've introduced, Arcadum?
Okay. Let us begin. If you look
Oh,
at
there's
the
new classes?
yeah, for the most part. They're kind of all over the place, but I'll give you the rundown of them. So the first class that I've made is called the Onimetsu, which is a ranger subtype. It is a demon slayer who hunts bad yokai that have become corrupted by negative energy, which become akuma, which are demons. So they're a class specialized in hunting demons, and they're a ranger subclass. The next, and they have like all kinds of cool abilities, like they get the ability to use paper tags, like the tags with the charms on them to like cast their
Like
spells.
sealing stuff?
Yeah, like seals and stuff. They also they gain a yokai companion, which not only helps focus their energy but can serve as a guide and like roleplay with them and stuff like that, like a constant companion. I've reworked all of Fighter, so if you are a Glean native, which you are, all the normal Fighter stuff is not available to you. You are a samurai, and the change in samurai gives you here. I'll link this so you can read through it at your own perusal, but I'll give you the quick rundown. Okay, so the samurai class follows the teachings of Bushido. The first lesson all samurai follow, which is Yuki, which is courage, death before dishonor, accept worthy challenges only, attack only the armed. You don't attack the unarmed. You use an ability with like use a focus pool instead of action surge, which gives you access to all kinds of cool stuff that you can do. Like you can make it to where that you roll a 12 on the die. You can heal yourself, and you can also use Ayajutsu. And for those of you that don't know what Ayajutsu is, it means hidden blade. You draw an attack in the same motion. You draw your weapon and attack in the same motion. So essentially imagine like two samurais looking at each other with their swords sheathed, and then they flash across the screen with their swords out. That's Ayajutsu. And you get that ability that if you spend a focus point when you roll initiative, you can actually attack before combat starts, which is really cool. You get Fighting Spirit, which is the traditional samurai ability from other fighter in 5e. And then at 3rd level, you get to choose your samurai order. They are based off of the cardinal direction. So the Samurai of the North, or Kita, is basically my replacement for Eldritch Knight. Like they summon a spirit blade and the yokai give them blessings of spellcasting. The Order of Minami Minami, excuse me, is from the south, which is essentially focused on improved reliability and teamwork. So they're the samurai generals, like captains, like commanding and leading other forces. The Order of the Azuma is the easternmost samurai, and their order is focused on poise and politeness and defense. And they have an Omega parry that can parry anything, even magic. And then the Order of Nishi, or the Samurai of the West, is the traveling Ronin samurai, which focuses on using the Ronin's Aiajutsu, which allows you to strike, and if you kill an enemy, to continue striking multiple enemies when you use Aiajutsu. And you also get the Ronin's hat, which acts as a shield, the straw hat. So there you go. That's fighter. I've added a new domain called the Faithless Domain, which is a cleric that disbelieves in the sanctity and sovereignty of gods so much that they can actually like depower divine magic and counter it. They believe in themselves.
That's so interesting.
There are also other subclasses that I am working on, but I haven't finished because nobody's shown any interest in them. And they are Amiyoji, which is a wizard subclass, the Shinto cleric subclass, which is a yokai summoner, the Shrine Maiden, which is a defensive, like, ward casting cleric subtype, the Kabuki / Geisha Bard, and then the Ninja subclass, which has two alternate versions, the Shinobi, which is a rogue subclass, and the I forgot what the monk one was called. My brain is shutting down, but the ninja for the monk is focused on ninjutsu. Like,
so for the people that are considering rogue, what would a shinobi change to the rogue dynamic?
It would be a assassin that uses tools specifically. So traps, tools, things like that. Oh, that's right. I just called them shinobi and ninja. Sorry. So they would do things like you would have access to like special tricks based off the items that you have in order to assist you with your like scouting and assassination, like poisonous food or blow darts or reed snorkels, things like that.
Okay, I have finished my mouse drawing.
Oh,
Cute.
All right, artists, take a look. Look at that. Look at that.
This
Look
is
at
a
that.
rough draft.
Look at that.
It's a rough
Look
draft.
at that. Run with it. Do things with it.
It's a rough draft.
the little bows.
I'm a liar. How you feeling? I'm happy.
I'm happy all the time.
Deep sadness sits within.
But yeah. I've actually got to finish the ninjutsu subclass for Joe Cat before their next game. Which I'll have to do that probably Sunday, but anyway. Those are the classes that I've made, Toast. Do any of them interest you?
While Toast thinks on that, the Aiajutsu power, is that only applicable to combat?
What do you mean?
Like, could, say, someone see a trinket at a desk and Aiajutsu his way to steal it?
No, that's only for an attack, and that's only for the samurai.
Of course, of course.
What's this? Are void mages a thing?
They are. Oh, all the Western classes, those are also available to you, except fighter. All the Western fighter stuff is not available.
Warlock, sorcerer.
I want my name to be AISU.
Aw. Aisu?
Aisu.
Does that mean something inappropriate?
No, it just sounds like ice cream. Like Aisu Kurimu or something, you know? Aisu.
Last name Cream?
Well, that's implied, but I don't need a last name, right?
You don't need one, no.
Aisu. Aisu. Okay, I'm happy with her.
That's really cute.
Have you decided what class you wanted to be, Lily?
Oh shit, right. What would fit like I laugh and smile all the time, but I'm secretly horribly depressed deep inside. I lie to the world and to those around me, but I give off a very cheery, happy, pastel color vibe. Okay, I don't know what would fit. You know how like in anime there are those like really happy-go-lucky girls,
Yeah.
but then they're still smiling as they stab you to death with blood everywhere?
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of envisioned that for her.
All right. Well, that's fine, but that's a personality trait. I mean, you could be all like. Do you want to be a samurai that does that? Actually, that sounds kind of crazy.
Swords are pretty cool.
Like you could be a samurai that, you know, slices somebody's head off as blood splatters across her smiling face.
And then I say, "Omae wa mou shindeiru."
You could. Omae wa mou shindeiru. You could probably use your deep Japanese woman voice and say that and scare the shit out of people.
That would be funny.
That's still one of my favorite clips I've ever seen. This is my voice 2 weeks on anime.
Oh my god, that
This
clip
is my
amazing.
voice 3 weeks on anime. This is my voice 4 weeks on anime. You're approaching me. Like I was like, I lost my shit. I still lose my shit when I watch it.
Maybe a cleric. Is there like a cleric of death or something?
Ooh, we could make that happen. We could make that happen. You could also follow one of the Western gods, which would be unnerving.
Ooh, spooky.
You could follow one of the dark gods, if you'd like. Perhaps
what is
Babylon or Crowley.
what is the edgiest god?
The edgiest? Probably Crowley.
Crowley?
Yeah.
Is Crowley a class? Or a person?
he's a
Or...
That's a
God,
god.
right?
That's a god.
He's a way of
Oh.
life.
Yeah,
Oh, he's a
I
god.
have my own deities that you can look through.
Oh.
The spiritual system of Glaeus, the continent you're on, is based off of the yokai, and they don't have like a reigning pantheon of gods. But if you want to follow the Western cultures of religions, I have those, and they are all custom made, and I'm very happy about them. And I can show them to you if you want to look at them, and I can do their voices for you if you'd like as well.
Okay.
Crowley sounds like something an anime character would yell. Like, Crowley! Do you stand in there?
Okay,
Oh my
I'm
God.
gonna show chat this clip because I die
Oh,
when I
it's-
watch it. It's truly just
Oh boy.
highest quality clip.
This is my voice 1 week on anime. This is my voice 2 weeks on anime. This is my voice 3 weeks on anime.
これはアニメで因縁間私の声です。
Oh my,
Your voice is actually so different.
crazy.
これめらきトラメカス。
How did you do that?
おはようございます。
I'm a voice actor.
Oh God, I love it. Sorry, I'm a fan. Yours is Russian. До скрови. До скоро видим нас. До свидания, brothers.
Temai. I'll miss Temai.
We can have pets?
Yeah. Lily had her dog as a familiar in the game, but she let me like do the voice, so I made her like a deep voice.
Say a line. Temai.
The Brockneath mistress. Together we shall overwhelm the proletariat and reinstate the masses.
You're so cute, Temai.
Da, I am fucking adorable. That's basically like
That was it.
yeah.
I loved it.
I was a communist who kept trying to convince Lily to seize the means of production.
Da.
Da.
I have
Uh,
another pet now. Well, go
What
on.
happens when you die, Arcadum?
Well,
Like regular death.
regular death. Regular death is you go to the spirit realm, and in Glaeus you travel along the long road, is what it's referred to as, where you walk with the yokai, and then you essentially go before the spirit tree Inu.
Oh.
Right, now what happens when you die as a player? Is it a new character or is it?
Oh, if that's not a question I feel like I'm qualified to answer if you die, Toast. I think you should seek somebody else for that one. No, if your character dies, you can just play a new character. Oh, actually, that is something we should discuss. This is only for Toast and Lily. Because you're making new characters in my game world, and your old characters are still alive, you will be playing a refracted soul, which means there is a chance through play that you can commune with your other character and draw upon their experiences and actions and stuff like that.
Oh.
Wait, that's sick.
I hope he's still stabbing hobos somewhere.
Actually, would you like to know what Pemus is doing now?
Yeah.
Well, since Doc went under the transformation, he is long lived now. He's not like other kobolds, so he traveled to the Rotting Wound and is now serving a demon lord there. I actually have him written up as a potential boss encounter, which is very
Dang.
cool.
Whose character? We could
Yep.
encounter him as a boss?
Yeah.
Well, no, because he's in the west. He's not in the east.
Oh, I see.
What about Lilu?
Lilu,
miss Lilu.
Lilu is currently traveling. Lilu is currently trying to deal with the situation with the Alice in the Feywild, and she is fighting alongside. Well, basically, she was fighting alongside Nox and various guardians of the dream for a long time, because 50 years have passed. But since Lilu is a sprite, and she was a sprite that was blessed by the ley lines, even though we never got to that point of the story, she's long lived. So essentially, Lilu is waiting for the opportunity when the Feywild opens, and she can go and attend to the problem with the Alice.
Okay.
So.
Okay, Lilu.
So essentially, I've got her in my back pocket in case I ever have an opportunity to actually run the Alice campaign, which you will be a part of.
Okay. That sounds really poggers. Can my last name be Kurimu? Is that too
That's
on
fine.
the nose?
That's fine.
Okay, let me just spell it like
Show me how you want to spell it.
maybe like Kuriimu.
Kuri.
Kuriimu.
Kurimu? Yeah.
Kurimu.
Kurimu. Wow.
I have 2 questions about Yozai arms.
What's up?
First question: Are they physical or do they phase through objects?
They're physical.
Okay. Second question is, do you need to wear sleeves, or would you wear like a wrapping and then the arms poke through, or they just form off of that? Like, do they need open holes to where your arms would be?
For the most part, they act as actual arms when they manifest. And here's a big thing: you cannot hide ever that you're a Yozai. You just can't wrap your arms or enough to ever hide it. You are a Yozai. It's not something you can really avoid. However, let's say you had like flaming arms that make light, right? You can temper your arms to where they become almost normal so that they don't cause light or cold to touch, so that you can like hug people, stuff like that. You have that level of control.
So, hypothetical question: If someone put me in a straitjacket while I was unconscious and then I woke up, what would happen with my arms?
Your arms would seek into where the straitjacket like pieces are. Your arms cannot manifest to a point to where they are separated from your body.
Follow-up question: If I'm chained in a way that physically arms could not physically be there, what would happen to my arms?
They would fall down and you'd be free.
Oh, okay.
So let's say your wrists were chained, right? Then to like a chain, you got wrist clamps, yeah? If you fall unconscious, your arms dissipate. The chains fall down. You wake back up. Your arms are no longer in chains. So if somebody had no idea what the hell you were and knew that your arms would disappear, that could be a way out.
Can I consciously turn my arms on and off?
No, you have to be unconscious for them to be off.
Okay.
Wow, Brodin, you ask really good questions. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna lie.
very
You ask
detailed.
He's an
You actually
analytic
asked,
player.
like,
Very good.
good questions.
I mean, I gotta know how my arms work.
I'm ice cream.
Did you choose what class Aisu Krimuru is?
I think a cleric of something with like death would be really cool. Or God, I like stabbing. I think stabbing's really cool.
You could be a war cleric.
A war cleric.
Yeah.
That sounds cool.
Okay.
Oh, what's the most? Yeah, war cleric sounds pretty cool. But I will think about it some more. Actually, I am not sure.
Okay.
Stab, stab, stab. Oh, can I have needles?
You can.
Can needles be weapons?
Yes.
Oh, is there like a medical thing? Like a nurse?
You could be a murder nurse, yes.
Cool.
They are called darts, but they're needles. They're essentially the same thing.
Needle. Can I have poison needles?
You sure can. Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Sorry, one follow-up question on the arms.
Yeah.
Let's say I'm asleep and frozen in a block of ice, and then wake up. There's no space for my arms to materialize in.
And in any situation in which there's no space for your arms to materialize, they materialize when there is enough space.
Oh, okay. So I just don't get them. Okay.
Yeah. It's essentially you're mechanically the same as if somebody with arms had them pinned. If that makes sense.
Got it.
For pets, what are the rules for them?
Okay. If you wish
You
for a
want sock?
Maybe something like a flying sock.
if you wish for a pet or something like that, you should either choose a class that gives you it, or I could arrange it in the story. It is also up to you on how it will interact and all of that. Traditionally, I roleplay the pet, familiar, or companion, but that does not have to be the case.
Got it. Okay.
Oh, I want a pet too.
Oh my goodness.
Divine Kai.
Divine.
Divine! Oh, wait, hold on.
Mistress, we must seize the means of production.
You'd have to have another voice for him. Divine Kai.
Divine Kai.
Leonardo Divine.
Is that another pet that you
Yeah.
have?
I got another Pomeranian. His name is Da Vinci. Like Da Vinci, but with a K?
Okay, Da Vinci, got it.
Yeah. So, like, I'm trying to, like, Temai was another way to say Temi. Divine Kai.
Divine Kai. Hold on, I think I got something for this. You're doing a fantastic job, mistress. Destroy them with your ice cream needles. Be sure to save me a little of their bodies so that I may make my foodie poops.
And then he's really small. Like, tiny.
Of
like
course.
on my shoulder, tiny. With that voice.
Destroy the evil ones. Yeah, something like that.
But also he pees when he gets excited.
Mistress, I apologize. I've tinkled again.
I'm not angry at you.
I have urinated upon your blouse when you killed that last one. It was very exciting.
That's funny.
Yeah,
That's an idea. You
Yeah,
know,
something
I
like
would, I
that.
would like that. That'd be really funny.
Are our pets allowed to fly?
sure.
Isn't this like, is it too OP if they have like their own abilities?
No.
Oh.
I mean, on how powerful you want them to be is the restrictions of when you get them. Like you'll have to meet them, stuff like that. If it's literally just a little dog on your shoulder talking shit, I'm okay with that.
So with a ginormous like cat flying too OP?
You want a flying cat?
Yeah.
I could make a yokai happen, but you'd have to meet it and convince it to join you. You wouldn't be able to start with it.
Oh. I have to convince it.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's fun role playing.
I like that.
You have to meet your own pet.
Oh, okay.
Sock's voice.
Leslie spends the whole game trying to befriend a pet. And none of them.
I don't want to be
join.
with me.
Let's see, what would I do for a big cat?
So, have you seen Sock?
Yeah, I can send you
I
pictures.
have not seen Sock. No.
Oh, you should definitely see Sock first, and then
pick a voice.
sometimes the voice comes after you see the.
All right, go ahead and send me a
Alright,
picture of
I'll
Sock.
send some in Discord. Yeah. He's so cute. Okay, hold on.
Nice. We're making progress. You got a class for me, Toast?
Void Mage.
That's my boy.
Separate question.
thought you
How
might.
much work would it be for you if a player's character died really frequently?
It wouldn't be a lot of work for me. I mean, it'd be more work for the player because they'd have to make a character and I'd have to put aside time for it. Why do you ask?
Have you seen? Are you aware of Kenny from South Park?
Yes.
Have you seen Attack on Titan?
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay. Well, this is minor spoilers for like very early on, but Aaron, like the main character, gets wrecked out.
Yes,
the
I
gate,
know.
right?
Yes, I know. And that
Yeah,
was the moment
but-
that what could have been the greatest anime ever became really awful. Is when he did
Yeah.
not stay dead.
Can we do that, but the staying dead part, and then we have another Aaron the next week.
You want me to kill your character each week and you come with a new one?
Not every week, just enough for the viewers to get attached to them.
Oh my.
I don't want to like move forward with the intention that this one's going to die. Normally I'm way down with anything, but that's like I'd like you to make a character you actually want to play. You know what I mean? This is,
Now you get to make a lot of characters I want to play.
Okay.
True.
Are you worried about having like FOMO? Like you playing a class and you may want to play another class, or like
Play 'em all.
Yeah, a little bit actually. But
Well,
I'm not gonna purposely get
well, I
myself
have retraining, so
Oh.
yeah. So if you let's say you played a void wizard, yeah, and you made it to like level, well, you have to make it level 2 to get to a void, but let's say you made it to level 2, you're void wizard, you play a session with that, and you're like, I'm just not feeling it. Well, you can retrain. You can seat someone to teach you to be a new class, and that's far better to experiment with the new classes than to just kill the character and bring in a new one. If that is the purpose you had of wanting to die.
Look, they have red shirts in Star Trek, right?
Well, yes, but oh boy. At the end of the day, I want you to play what you want to play, and if that's what you want to do, I don't have a problem with it. But
It's kind of
It-
funny.
Is there a way Toast could play a character where like their consciousness is kept somewhere and they're able to spawn back in?
What the fuck?
well, that's a phylactery, and that is something that could be possible. But the problem with that is that that's really high level stuff. I suppose I could make a. I suppose I could write something that would support that. You'd probably have to serve a master, though, if you had something like that happen. But
I like serving masters.
well, there you go. I really think you're gonna like being an Illithari human especially if you survive long enough to activate your psychic potential.
Oh,
Have you seen Sock's picture, Arcadum?
Oh yeah, I sent
Oh,
it
let me
so
look
you
in the
can
Discord.
See, and then I would like.
need you to, look at that and then think of the voice, okay?
Oh yes.
Oh my goodness. I okay, here we go. You want to be my friend? I would like to be your friend too. I'm not going to lie. I don't think that's a good idea. I don't like caves or
he looks constantly worried.
I don't really. I'm frightened. I'm very scared. I do like it when you hold me though.
Oh my god. It's kind of cute.
I just give you. Oh, I really like that.
So I like it. He's a big coward, but he's strong when he finds the bravery in his heart.
Yeah. I could destroy all these warriors, but I won't because they said I was dumb.
Aww.
They hurt my feelings. Actually, what if I did? Oh, good. What do you want? What? What are we doing?
He's mad?
Ah, yes.
He's like Iago.
Let me tell you right now, Jafar. We got a big problem here. A big.
That's so good.
Oh wait, what about? I oftentimes wonder to myself, where is the Batman? And then I realize the truth that does it really matter? He's changed things forever. Do you want to know how I got these scars?
Or go well with the Batman king.
I like being a cat, and one of the coolest things about being a cat, I gotta tell you, is I like to lick my own balls in front of everyone. But instead of them being insulted, everybody claps and loses their minds. I could do something like that, maybe.
Joker cat. That's so cute.
Oh, I could do this.
Hello, how are you doing? I am your kitty cat. Give me a hug. Please. I'm so lonely.
I'm envisioning it all.
I'm traveling.
I like the first one a lot.
The first one
I think it fit him.
is really.
You
I
mean
like
this
him being
one?
a coward.
Yeah, oh God, I don't want to die. I don't. You sure you
Like a
don't?
coward with a big heart.
You don't.
Yes.
I made this for you. He fucking pukes up a hairball. If you dry it out, it makes a good pillow.
I like it. I like him being yes. Like, and can he have wings?
Sure, whatever.
He flies.
I could probably fly and be a yokai, so
frog.
it'd be kind of weird.
Maybe the wings are too small and can't carry him.
Oh, I like that a lot, and it's just, I am a flying cat, except I can't because I'm too fat. I ate too many things. I need to lose weight, but I have low discipline. Anyway, I was wondering if you would be my mom. I like that. I'll do that.
Okay.
How much? I gotta go soon.
Oh,
soon.
sorry.
I
Well,
could just. You guys can still call that something at 8 something.
oh well, I'll move through it real quick. So we got the races and classes kind of chosen. Now the final thing I need you to choose is clan, which now clan is basically your origin within Glaeus. It depicts like what your family you're a part of, like what area of the continent that you're from. It depicts a lot of the different pieces of your character. So if you go to where it says Glaeus, quick character creation guide, and go to where it says clans, there's a lot of clans available for your choice, and you can also choose what kind of caste that you're from, because the Eastern cultures of Glaeus use a caste system, and it changes depending on which one that you're a part of. I know it doesn't show that change on here because it hasn't been updated, but essentially it's just what skill modifier you have. I have concept art for each of the different clans if you'd like. If you have to go,
please.
Lily, I understand, because this is going to be a lot to read through, but I'll try to make it as quick as possible. Let me,
Okay.
okay. Let me...
Oh God, there's multiple kingdoms. There's 2 kingdoms.
Yep, there's the northern and southern kingdoms.
Wait, where is this? I can't.
The clans tab.
Clans tab on the Glaeus character creation cheat sheet.
A lot.
Okay, so here we go.
Wait, I don't see the clans.
Okay,
I'm blind. Hold on.
go to the sheet. Are you on the?
I was on the wrong sheet. My bad. My bad.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, I
Mhm.
see.
So we're gonna start with the northern clans, and I'll go all the way down.
Okay.
So first up is the northern clan. The first one we will start with is, let me actually just go down the list on the sheet. First one is the Ho, which is the fire clan, and this is kind of what they look like. Now remember, this is based off of their clothing, their weapons, and their cultural design. So the races will be different, but they're all part of the same clan.
Well, wait. You know how there was like the thing we were talking about where you could be a earth, like a tree.
Yeah,
What are those called?
those are called Ganassi.
Yeah. So what if you're a water ganassi that's part of the whole? Does it make any sense?
It
You can't,
does.
right?
You make
Oh,
steam.
it does.
Yeah. Remember, the clans are representative of like different elements. In the north, they are representative of the different elements because they're closer to the yokai. But you could be anything and be in a clan. You can be any race and be in a clan.
Okay. Got it.
So yeah. And they worship the yokai that is the salamander. Next down we have is the Shi, which is the water clan. and they worship a enormous turtle as their yokai, their protective yokai. And these are the Water Clan. And their weapon of choice, the last one was the glaive. This one is the 3-part staff.
Ooh.
So imagine like Avatar, Water Clan type stuff, and you basically got the idea. This is what a tent would look like. Wowie. All right, there you go. And that is the Shi. Next we have is the Fang, which is the Wind Clan. So they live at the tops of the mountains on basically tree houses on gigantic bonsai trees. They kind of look like this. And this is kind of the colors that they wear. They wear veils to keep wind debris out of their face, and they have long, flowing, open clothing to kind of allow them to resist the wind and things like that. And their weapon of choice is the tonfa.
What does a tonfa look like?
Tonfa is this weapon. It's
Kind of like a police baton.
It's a monk weapon that has like a handle on the side of a stick that you can use to like guard your wrists, and you can extend it out to strike. Looks like that.
Okay.
Oh wow, this is a new one. Thank you, Cookie Sliper. That one's sick. I really like that one. That was awesome. But yeah. Okay. Next we have is Motu, which is the Wood Clan. So the Wood Clan are those that live within the forests of Central Glace. They also live alongside the river. They use birch tree wood to like camouflage themselves, and their weapon of choice is the longbow. And they also wear fox mads because their yokai that protects them is the fox. Oh, and the yokai of the Wind Clan is a giant wind bird. Very cool. All right, and next one down from that we have is the Junshi, which is, or excuse me, the Junshu, which is the Metal Clan.
Oh?
So the Metal Clan is the River Lords. They're the merchant people. They believe in coinage and merchants and wealth, and their yokai is the Golden Owl Bear. They also have bear cavalry, flying bear cavalry, because their bears are owl bears, which
What
look
does
like
this
this.
mean? Bear cavalry?
That means that if you're from that clan, you could get an owl bear companion, which serves as your mount and also as like a traveling companion.
So what about my cat? Can he be a bear?
You want him to be an owl bear?
Mm-hmm.
You could have that if you were from this clan, yes.
Oh, okay. Kind of cute. An owl bear. It's a bear owl.
Yep.
That's what it's saying?
Yep.
That's pretty cute.
Pretty good. That's the Jinsha. Next we have is the Yin, which is the Dark Clan. They serve the Spider Yokai, and they are all kind of trained in. They're kind of like an assassin clan. They live in secrets and shadows. And they serve the. I really like that Gekoi of the Yin.
Ooh, that's cool, yeah.
Yeah, I really like that one. And they serve a Spider Yokai. Okay, and now the one that people have been waiting for.
Oh?
Alright, so the Yang, or the Light Clan, is a clan that values beauty above all else, and it's chock full of pretty boys. So, please enjoy my pretty boy menagerie.
Yeah.
So these are the guys that's like, yeah, I spent the summer on my dad's yacht.
Basically.
Whoa.
Just gonna keep hitting them with the pretty boys. Yep, that's a man. That is a man. That is also a man.
Whoa.
Man. also a man. More man. My God, a man.
Are they all men?
This is a female. This is a male Hoask. Look at that shit.
Whoa.
Yeah. But essentially, they believe that they believe that beauty is above all else. The women of the Yang clan are ethereal, unearthly levels of beauty, and the men basically match them. In fact, their government is based off of, they have elections which are beauty pageants, and that's how they choose their leader.
Oh.
Yeah.
So like Haku from Naruto would fit in here.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get to the Blood Clan.
All right, here we go. Now we have the Zu, which is the Blood Clan. The Blood Clan is comprised of exiles from the Yang clan, which were not considered pretty enough.
Uh-oh.
But even but even the most unpretty Yang is still incredibly handsome. So, in order to spite them, the Blood Clan stains their skin with the blood of their enemies.
The former Yang enemies? Or
Any
different
enemy.
enemies?
Any enemy.
Okay.
Hobbies: fostering puppies, volunteering at the food bank, slaughtering his enemies, scrapbooking.
Oh, can I stain it in like a specific pattern? So, for example, I use the blood to stain my face with like hearts and flowers and cute
You
stuff.
sure can. You sure can.
Cool. Okay. Just wondering.
This is probably my favorite one because it really shows the way that the skin is stained and kind of tainted. Yeah. The Blood Clan believes that staining themselves in this way gives them power and prestige.
Oh my God, they're so scary. Their expression.
Yeah. All right, so that's the Northern Kingdoms. Now we have the Southern Kingdoms. So, as a quick overview, the Southern Kingdoms I loosely based off of prominent like figures from Eastern history. So I've got some Japanese in there, I got some Chinese in there, Korea. I also have Polynesian culture, so they're all kind of smattering in there. So if you look on the in parentheses, that's the person it's loosely based off of that I made a kingdom based off around them. So first up we have is the Zhu clan, based loosely off Sun Tzu, which are tacticians. They use intelligence as their weapon, and I really like the art in here.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, it's got what the soldiers look like. I like their helmets. Man, they did such good work for me in this.
Ooh,
They did a really good job, man.
so cool.
Yep. This is what some scholars might look like.
Wow.
This is the symbol. This is their heraldry. That's what their flag looks like. These are different weapons that they were experimenting. Wind and fire wheel chakrams. And also the sun morning star. The bladed morning star looks so sick. But yeah, that's the Sun clan. They believe
That
it.
one's sick.
They believe in using intelligence as a weapon. The next one are the Qi, which are based off of Wu Qi, which is a prominent diplomat and governor of laws in ancient China. And they are a clan that believes in using diplomacy to solve their problems first. So their weapons are more focused on, ending a fight, or they don't, prolong suffering. Their scholars are held to higher regard than their warriors because the scholar is the route that they want to take. I also really like their costume design and colors that they chose. They're really good. And that's their flag.
Okay.
I know this is a lot of information. I will give you this link so that you can look through it at your heart's desire. It's just, I'm trying to get through a lot here. We're probably going to have another session 0 because, we want to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Okay.
I'm following, I think.
Next is Cao, or Cao, excuse me. The Cao, which is a clan that bases what they do on, like, deceiving their enemies and things like that. They're also very charismatic.
Wait, so they are liars, the whole clan?
Well, they're more based off of like war is deception. Like they use counter espionage and things like that.
Oh.
So they are a clan full of spies and liars and stuff, but that doesn't mean they don't have honor, but
Got it.
they're just not above using those tools. They also use trick weapons. Oh wow, I haven't seen this one yet. This one's sick. Look at this guy. Yeah, weapon hidden in his umbrella. That's awesome. God, that's so cool, dude.
Whoa.
Oh, a Gekoi. Nice. Basically, the Sao use weapons that appear as other tools. So so an enemy does not know that they are armed for an advantage. And that's what their heraldry looks like. The ink and quill.
Okay.
Next is Hideyoshi, based loosely off of Toyotomi Hideyoshi, which is right here. So Hideyoshi is a clan that's based off of basically on doing something right the first time. They're very much focused on success matters more than anything else. I believe they also are a wise class. They believe in learning and to practice something. I really like their fucking color design. They did a good job. And this is what their banner and flag looks like.
Okay.
Oh man, I forgot Brigandite did some sick stuff with this.
Whoa.
They have,
Art is so cool.
yeah, they have these basket helmets. So awesome. All right, next we have is Ayayusa, based off of Tokugawa Ayayusa. This clan is the most pacifist out of the Southern Kingdoms. They try to avoid killing as much as they can. In fact, their main weapon is the reverse blade, where the blunt edge is where the sharp edge would be. And followers of this clan can use non-lethal damage without any penalty, and they regain hit points when they do.
What is non-lethal damage?
Meaning that whenever you strike an enemy and they would go down and they would start dying, you can choose to do non-lethal damage to them, which will only knock them out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And that's what this clan specializes in, is defeating enemies without killing them. And that's their flag. I really like that flag. It's a good flag.
Ooh, that's cute.
I like their color scheme too. They're so sick. Some of this I'm seeing for the first time, so I'm just as excited. Next is Masamune, based off of Date Masamune, the dragon, the one-eyed dragon, I believe. They are a warrior clan that they're very much death before dishonor type of very, very classical looking samurai with a focus on mastering the blade. I also really like their color scheme. That's their flag. Man. They look sick.
Hmm.
Nice. And that's them.
Oh,
Next,
the flag is cool.
yeah.
That one.
Next up we have is Sejong, based off of Korea's King Sejong the Great, more or less. And they are the most scientific and educational based clan. They also wear masks because they believe that only a person's merit and intelligence should be calculated in interaction, not what they look like.
Oh.
So everyone wears masks so that someone's looks do not influence the people they're talking to.
They are the opposite of the yang?
Yes,
Do
they
they-
are.
Ah.
Man, that looks awesome. I didn't see this one yet of them being drawn
these
as
are
the different
sick.
races.
Oh.
Yeah, that's basically the Sejong. Nice. That's their flag. Oh, that's so good. Nice.
What is social priority?
Social priority means like they're all a part of a caste system. I'm sorry, I don't have it updated, but essentially, like some of these different clans hold certain caste systems above others. Like the warrior-based clans would hold the warrior caste above all the others, whereas like Sejong, the scientist one, would hold. Oh, I see what they did. Okay, I'm sorry. Social priority is in order from. So 1 is the highest and 4 is the least important. Sorry, I did not notice that that's how they did that.
Okay.
That's my bad. That's my bad. That's my bad. I guess they added it in that way.
Okay.
That is my fault. But yeah, so it's already in there. Excellent. Next we have are the Haka, which are based off of the Maori warriors of Polynesia. These guys are sick. So they use terrifying war chants and a war dance whenever they attack. Their battle
Lily,
cries.
please be this.
Their battle cries in battle strike fear into their enemies. They use savage stone-like weapons. Their Tern tattoo their wings. They use macahuitls, which is an Aztec weapon, which is basically a sword made of obsidian glass hammered into wood.
Damn.
They use ritualistic piercings and God, they're so sick. They also use jade. A Haka warrior. Another one.
They all wear masks too?
They don't, only in battle. Like that's like their helmets.
Okay.
Man, these masks are sick, dude.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So
Some of these I saw for the first time. That's very good. Next is the Chang, based off of Qingxi, the most powerful pirate in history. The pirate queen herself. And they... Oh, that's awesome. Their armor and weapons are kind of based off of like loose-fitting clothing, but their cultural clothing is based off of all the other clans because they're pirates. They stole it. And they incorporated it into their own.
They stole it, you say?
Yeah, their weapon, their clan weapon is basically a special kursagama, which is like 2 hooks on it, a hook and grapple, which is to help them like swing from ship to ship, and to help them climb, and it's awesome. So they kind of look like wild. They got all kinds of different like colors and pieces to their weapons and armor. It's all very piecemeal. Oh, I love that flag. The flag is so sick. Oh, that guy looks awesome. Sorry, I haven't seen these.
Oh, this looks sick.
This is
Brodin, this you?
their snorkeling helmet.
This might be me.
Pretty sick.
That's awesome. And then finally, we have is the Hao, based off of Fu Hao.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. I believe she was the first female general in China, and one of the most powerful. And this is basically based off of jade and essentially teamwork and tactics. They're another tactically oriented clan, and they wield a big ass axe. God, that's so sick. Their clan weapon is a jade axe.
So we get to have whatever weapon this is. So for one of the Fuhao, we get to have a giant jade.
Yeah,
weapon.
you have access to the clan's clan weapons. You have access to their scheme, and if you see under the other bonuses or burdens, you get an attribute bonus, and then you get a special ability that is unique to that clan.
Whoa.
And there you go. Those are your origins.
All right.
Will we get that Google Drive also?
Will you get the what now?
The thing you're looking at, the Google Drive.
Oh, you want? Yeah. Let
references?
me get you the Google
That
Drive.
would be nice. Yeah, thank you.
Here you go. This should let you view it.
I think I'm leaning towards the Jinshu. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right.
The Water Clan?
I thought it's Metal Clan.
Oh. Yeah, yes. The Junshia. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one with the Owl Bear Cavalry.
So you're going with that one? You're gonna lock that one in?
I think for now, yes.
Sick.
And they have increased wealth rewards, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Blood Clan for me.
You're going Blood Clan?
Hell yeah.
Oh man, you made the one other member of the Blood Clan hella happy. She's been waiting on somebody to be Blood Clan with her.
So Blood Clan people are so pretty. What's what I'm getting right?
Yep.
They just choose to smear their skin with blood.
That is correct, and they're edgy and awesome.
God, that sounds like me. I'm edgy and awesome. Right, guys?
Right.
Hell yeah, Red's Kanafoos are
Aw, thanks,
fucking shit.
Leslie.
Let's go, edgy and awesome Lily. I mean,
Wow.
Isu.
Any others?
I am leaning towards that place that I'm going to say in just Ayusa.
Ayusa? Okay.
Yeah.
Which one's that?
That's the one that can non-lethally incapacitate people.
The Pacifist Clan. Excellent. And a fine choice.
I'm between the Sao and the Chang.
Sao and Chang, very good. You want to be a pirate, or do you want to be a spy?
I think I do want to be a swashbuckling pirate, so I'll go Chang.
Yeah.
I feel like that would match my if I went Kappa Yozai.
Yes, sir. All right. All your clans have been chosen. I think that's a good place to stop because I got to talk to Ryan about what he needs to go through. We'll need to meet up. There's still a lot of stuff we have to do. Like we have to actually build your character sheets. We have to, get you guys set up for map tools and all of that. But this is a good place to stop. I know you got to go, Lily, so if you got to go, that's fine. I have fan art for you guys to look at if you would like.
Oh?
Yeah, so for those of you that are not used to it, I have a pretty active artist community, and they make a lot of fan art, and they even make fan art during session 0.
They're this fast?
Yes,
Oh
they're.
no, I've been looking at the stream fan art this entire time. The amount of fan art that they drew
There's an elephant.
is crazy.
So this is the elephant that could have been.
Oh, elephant.
Elephant.
That's cute.
I'll always remember.
Group has to make new characters. Lily and Toast have already played for it. There's a ton of new options available.
That's so funny.
Oh, panic.
Here's a Yozai option that was drawn.
Ooh.
Yeah, very cool. Crazy tongue, mouth. Because you were asking me about mouths.
Yes. And tentacles.
Lily's Hoask, very cool. Okay, I'm not gonna put that one up. That one's good. Lucas.
Oh.
Very, very nice. Another edgy Hoask for Lily, very cool. All of the different characters Lily talked about.
Oh my god, all the possibilities.
That's so funny.
That really auras my auras.
Oh my god, ice cream.
Math Reds did some bust shots. of the different characters talked about. Very cool.
Wow.
I already showed that one. Yokai arm examples for Brodin.
Sick. These are so cool.
Tentacles.
The
Oh
tentacle one
my
is so cool.
God.
Tentacle one's awesome. Nice. Oh, looks like when Brodin chose Thief with tentacle Yozai arms.
All your things are my things.
Love
You
it.
have to go with the tentacles.
Lily, why did you make a guide as soon as I made this totally the truth?
Oh. Oh my god.
Okay, this is a low quality shit post.
Oh, that's
Oh my god, it's
Wow.
me.
All right, we've got Aisu.
That's so cute.
We've got Welcome to the Yak Pack Lily, drawn by Luca, our prominent lover of Hoask.
I like that.
Whoa.
My headcanon is that she never opens her eyes. She's always smiling.
Flower hands. Oh God, why?
Oh my god.
When Brodin's had enough.
Oh,
The
chainsaw hands.
terrifying.
Okay, they combined them. Yada yada.
blood.
Yeah, Blood Clan. Let's go. More Yozai examples. Very cool.
Oh my god, the Yozai is freaking sick.
See, honestly, I was thinking of Hiei. When you mentioned the Yamaba one, I was like, Hiei.
Delicious. Crowley gang, Crowley gang, Crowley gang, Crowley gang. Oh yeah, because Pemus followed Crowley. Crowley gang.
Oh my.
Oh well, there's some Ara for you. Lily's water arm yokai.
The abs. Holy.
Having names that are very close to something else.
Analius
Yeah. We're not gonna talk about him. I have a character whose name is Analius Penetratus, and he is a samurai that focuses on the powers of boofing.
What's boofing?
It's when you take drugs or alcohol through the rectum.
Oh my god, there's a word for that?
Apparently.
Boofing.
Apparently. Oh look, that's cute. Oh look, that's also cute.
Oh.
Oh my god, so much cute fan art. Oh, should her eyes be red? I was thinking about it.
Okay, I don't like this one. Stop that.
What?
Yes.
No, dude. No, it grows stronger every time you say its name.
No.
Kick
what
puncher.
You're such a
Kick
good storyteller
puncher.
and a joy watch.
That's so good.
Every time you say his name. That's very good. That was okay. There you go, Lily. Just hold on to that.
That's
Oh.
holy.
Yikes. Oh, that's nice. That's
Aw.
also cute.
Whoa, I like that.
That's incredibly cute.
Get the bow.
That's so cute.
Ara.
I'm fine.
Oh my god, this one's... I like stabbing. That's disturbing.
Ah, those shoes are really cute.
Those shoes are cute.
taking inspo from these.
Oh, it colored it. That's
Oh,
awesome.
the color.
Yeah.
I love that. That's so sick.
All right, we've got some drawn busts of everybody now that their races and classes have been chosen.
Whoa, that's sick.
Yep. Nice. Blood tattoo. Cool. One stabby hand.
How the heck? People are so
That's
talented.
say. That's
They're
my
so
emo
fast.
artist. You try hard. It's good. It's really good.
That's your emote artist? Okay.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Shit. Oh, God, I didn't read what that said. Don't worry about that. We're not looking at that right now. Yo, ho ask. Nice. Ooh. Yozai Brodin Rogue. Very nice. Chat, it's not happening. The body pillow's not going to happen. Calm down. Oh no, Brigandot. What? All right. I can't believe you did
What
that already,
the
Brigandot.
fuck?
Brigandot, calm the
What?
fuck down, Brigandot.
How did you do that so fast?
Brigandot, calm down, please.
It's so good.
Yeah, that's all of you. You got the Yozai Rogue, you've got Lily and the Tiefling, and you got fucking the Void Mage. Oh god,
He's
Oh my
too powerful.
God.
that
It
was
looks so good.
that was so fast. that was. Is that traditional art? That's
I'm
so
shook.
cool.
so good.
That really auras my auras.
Ha-da-da.
I am a cat that flies.
Oh my god! Looks like Lugia.
Gah!
Oh my god. That's
The doctor will
amazing.
see you now.
Oh man, I'm really liking all these fan arts.
When
You
did
guys-
you start using lethal injection?
No, I was thinking about using a syringe. Wouldn't that be cute?
Now,
Wouldn't it be adorable?
yeah. Are you looking for the
Adorable.
ice or the cream? Oh god. Oh my god. All right, and that's all the fan art for session 0.
Wow, so good.
That was actually amazing.
It's so impressive.
Yeah, how?
Get used to that. That's going to happen every session.
That is so cool.
All right, and that will conclude session 0. Thank you guys so much for giving me your
Yay.
time.
Thank you.
And I'm looking
Thank
forward
you.
to playing with you guys.
Yeah.
There's so much to
Same.
learn.
Yep,
I'm
I'll
excited.
meet with Ryan, get him caught up, and then we can all
Okay.
meet up second time to like go over the rest of it, get our characters made, and to more importantly decide the campaign. So really sit down and give it a nice big think if you which campaign you want to join, a short one or the long one, and then once we get to that, then we can make that decision.
Sounds good to me.
Thank you, Arcadum.
No
Thank
problem.
You Arcadum.
You guys are the
Thank
best.
you.
I'll see you next
Oh,
time.
you're the best.
Goodbye,
Farewell,
friends.
travelers.
Goodbye, friends.
Whew, Lord. I am exhausted. Your boy's been streaming for, what, almost 9 hours now. Damn, Tony. Seriously, though, thank you. We're not going to discuss the body pillow. It's not going to happen. We didn't reach it. Thank you for all the subs, though. I'm really, really grateful. Guys, we're not going to get to 15K. It's okay. It's all right. Thank you, though. For those of you that did gift subs and sub, thank you so much. For all those people that I missed, thank you. All right. Thank you again. I am super tired, so I'm going to be heading out. I hope you guys enjoyed the session 0 and are caught up. And for those of you that are part of the OTV community, thank you so much for your support the last time and also this time. I'll see you guys next time. But first, since I have so many of you here, who wants to help me rate a friend and make their day? Who's a streaming right now? Who's a streaming? Oh, you know what? I think I'm gonna host Milton.
And then
Because Milton's making music for a buddy. So guys, do me a favor and say hi to Milton for me.
How am I hearing 2 notes at once there? There's no fucking 2 notes. Oh, it's because it's the other one.
Go tell him hi for me, would you?
Okay, that's what I'm going
Bye,
for,
everybody.
Because I want to do something like... I'll do a little something like this. Okay, so here... I'm going to go like this. Whoa! What the heck? Whoa! Whoa! My goodness!